Hello, everybody. Just a really quick Sunday morning demonstration, a new project that I've been working on that I'm pretty excited about. So I'm looking forward to an upcoming semester of teaching online. I've been thinking a lot about managing my workspace and kind of how do I manage this online virtual workspace. And really, it occurs to me that the one feed that I have into the outside world is the video feed in through Zoom. So currently I'm recording this through Zoom, and it's probably apparent from my appearance here that I've spent a little bit of time already, obviously, working on, all the little fiddly bits that I want to get just right. Things like, where's my microphone? And am I recording? And yeah, my levels seem okay, maybe a little bit high, but I've thought about the kind of physical space, but the only real way that you have to control what your students are seeing, what your colleagues are seeing, is through that one Zoom feed. So I've been looking into a lot of different techniques to how can we better control that Zoom feed. A couple of things I've got going here. So what if in the middle of a meeting I want to give you my my name and my title. Wouldn't it be nice if we could just kind of insert a lower thirds into a video at any point, and then, similarly just be able to take that away. And right now I'm just kind of clicking a couple of buttons and I'm controlling that myself. So I could have my title, and I could even, if I wanted to, include the Hong Kong U logo. If I decide, oh no, maybe I want to take that away, I can take that away. So, I've got this ability now to control a little bit about what's on my screen there, but it goes a little bit further. So I could control what's on my screen. I could decide to just black out. If I needed to, and that blackout button that I've got just toggles back and forth, hits blackout. Now, if I wanted to, I could even show you my desktop display. I hope that the audio will continue to work, but take a look at my desktop display. And I've just kind of transitioned you smoothly over to my desktop display, and I can kind of go through that. Now, if I did want to, I could even kind of put myself in here, hello, and now I'm actually in the desktop display. So you can see that this actually gives us, quite a lot of power to work with Zoom in new ways. Another good benefit to this system is that, let's say I want to go on a break and I just and now I'm back from my break. Another thing that I do quite a lot in my classes, or that I have done in the past, is that when you schedule, say, a workshop, and you give people time to work, and then there are those periods when you want your students to be able to just work away. You don't want to necessarily bug them. So what I do is I typically go what I call offline, or rather online, with my camera. And let me just show you how that looks. So all of this is, I think, pretty exciting stuff. And you might be asking, well, how does this happen? I'm not going to show you all the things that I do on the back end to make this happen. But I do have one other little thing that I'd like to show about how it makes it happen. For that, let me just switch to my desktop display. There you go. Now you can see my desktop. This is the device where it's all happening. I'm just going to turn it down so you can see. Normally it would be facing up. It's not coming through super well. Let me just see. It's not coming through super well on this webcam. It's not coming through well at all. But what you can see is that I've gone through and programmed a different button in for all of the controls. And, each of the controls on these buttons could then potentially do, well, really all kinds of interesting things that I won't go into. But basically, all I've got to do now, go back to main camera and go, and here I am. I'm back on this camera. But as you can see, it allows for really quick, really quick creation of really a better produced product in the end. The other thing that this system can do, and I'll just show you this very briefly, is that it can also control all of your lighting. So for example, right now, I think my lights are about 75. If I turn them to 100, or if I turn them to 5%, you can then see that the lighting in the room has changed quite a lot. But go back where we were, maybe 50%. No, 75. And that's quite a neat feature of the system, that we can control, everything, not just within this, but also on your computer and beyond. So it's an exciting system that I'm getting quite keen to begin to explore a bit further.